Cheers and welcome to The Pour. This is the segment of Risky Business where we drink stuff and we tell you about it.
How's it going?
It's going.
Welcome to The Pour, Greg.
Why, thanks for having me.
Well, the pleasure is mine.
Actually, the pleasure is mine because it's Saison Saturday.
Saison Saturday, I'm so excited.
So is that one with the beer you decided to come up with? You said it was a cool label, high alcohol?
Yeah.
And it's still a Saison?
Yeah.
All right.
It's called Payday.
Payday. All right, tonight I'm going to be drinking... Bridge Brewing Seasonal Lemon Gin Saison. Because if you can't have yourself a gin, you might as well have a beer that's got gin in it. Are we rock, paper, scissors, or are you just going to open that?
No, I think that boorishly I went first last time. I think it's your turn. Oh, like a boss.
Like a boss. So this is the Bridge Brewing Lemon Gin Saison, which contains North Shore Water, Pilsner, Vienna, Munich, wheat, and honey malt. I'm reading the label. Magnum and Pearl hops with lemons, gin, and French Saison yeast. Now, this is not beer clean, because my kid got it out of the dishwasher and put it away. But since my kid took it out of the dishwasher and put it away, I didn't have to, which means that it's awesome. Typical Saison, straw yellow. This might be a little darker than your typical. Whoop.
Woo!
I made it. So I'm looking for, because it's lemon, I'm looking for a little of that lemon zest kind of flavor and a little of that juniper. Oh, indeed, there is a little bit of juniper in there. Let's see what they do, because I like a Saison. I do. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, my. Luke, if you can find this in Ontario, you need to buy some.
Why don't you just send me some?
Okay. Wow, super flavorful. The lemon is totally there in the flavor, and the gin... You notice the gin, I'm going to say this is really crude. You don't notice the gin right up front on the swish in the mouth and the swallow, but as soon as a little of the bubble comes back up, there's the gin. It's like, you just had a gin 7 something. Gin fizz.
So
I don't know.
You can find the gin?
The gin is totally there. 100%. Already done.
Perfect. It's a party.
It's it's a beautiful color. It's, like I said, it's a little dark for a typical Saison. These should be sort of usually a straw gold, much like that Blind Man, the sour, that kind of a straw yellow. That's what I expect. This is a little darker, but it's got a lot of... The hops are certainly there too. The hops are probably a little much for a typical Saison, but some of those estery things that Saison yeasts bring to the table are there. It's got that kind of light, almost bubblegummy kind of bubbly, positive goodness. But the lemon and the gin play beautifully. Super light, ultra light on the palate, disappears really quick except for the little burp of gin, which is so awesome. It's killer. I know where it is. I got my rating. I love it.
Okay,
I am in lust with this beer.
Oh my. I'm drinking Hop City Brewing Company's Payday Saison. I don't know if you can glean the label.
Looks like a wheelbarrow full of babies. Oh, money. Money buys babies.
Hop City. Payday.
You've done other Hop City ones, haven't you?
Hop City's a good brewery, man. They're from Brampton, Ontario. I think they have a sister brewery in Newfoundland. But they put in decent beers, man. As memory serves, I'd have to go through my Untapped, but they put out some decent beers. I've enjoyed some of their beers.
Challenge accepted while you're drinking that.
Yeah, let's dive into Payday.
Yes. Do.
Whoa, it is golden.
Straw gold.
Morning urine gold. That's the way my brain works.
It's all good, man.
All right, I'm ready. Are you?
So ready.
Woo! There's it's very spicy, very very spicy on the nose. I get spices and the Belgian yeast esters really. I'm looking forward to this. This should be good. Ooh. I think you'd like this, Greg.
I love Saisons, man. I mean, I haven't found a Saison I really don't like, so.
Yeah, it's very malt forward. It's got a lot of the like I can taste the Belgian yeast.
You mean the French Saison yeast? I'm bugging you. I'm just bugging you. I said the French Saison yeast. Just bugging you. Yeah.
There's like a touch of caramel malt. It's got.
Has it got that orange zest and sort of that fruity? Because that's the hallmark of a Saison, man. It's that citrusy zest flavor.
It has a citrus, but it's super subtle.
Oh, okay.
It's behind like caramels and like burnt woods and.
Is it a Saison at all?
It is. It's like a Belgian. It's like a Chimay white and a Saison had a baby.
Oh.
It's good.
Okay.
I'm glad that there's two of them in my fridge.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not a snob for style characteristics, but I do think there are certain things that stand out. Saisons, it's that zesty, fruity,
it's
estery character.
There's the most subtle flavoring in this beer is the fruity citrus, but it's subtle. It's there, but man, is it subtle. It's like a Chimay white with a little thread of. I can pick out a little of the caramel malt, and I could pick out a little bit of the spices. It's a really good beer, though. But if you hadn't written Saison on the side of the
you wouldn't get it.
There's no way I'd have called this a Saison.
This, I mean, I think most people who tried this Bridge Lemon Gin Saison would catch it as a Saison. The gin is, man, it's there. Like, it is not hiding. It is really interesting. The juniper plays really well. It's very subtle, but it's so there. A really, really, just a tremendous beer. I really, really like this. Is it on style? Probably not. Is it something I will buy again? F yes. Hell yes. F yes. Let's talk for a split second about where we're going to put our ratings. That's going to be over at untapped.com. That's going to be over at untapped.com. One moment. Untapped.com/user/Mr. Wilkinson. Untapped.com/user/G-Scratch. That's where you're going to find our ratings on these beers. Go ahead.
So, it is not, to my estimation, a Saison.
Right.
It is a better Belgian ale than shit that's in that fridge that's got Belgian ale on the side of it.
I hear that.
I would like it's a really good beer, but it's not on style at all.
But you still like it.
Oh, dude,
And that's okay. Like, you know, I've said that before. A beer doesn't have to be on style for me to like it, and it doesn't have to be on style for me to give it a good rating. But it does help people understand what you're talking about. And if you're saying it's more like a Belgian ale than it is like a Saison, then that's great for them to know.
But here's the problem, dude. Is if they would have taken the 12 to 20% Saison out of this beer and called it a Belgian ale, it would have got a much higher.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I get that. Do you know what your rating is?
Yeah.
Okay. I know where I'm at.
What are you at?
For this lemon gin Saison, down points. I think it's a little hoppier than it needs to be. Not in a terrible way, but in a noticeable way.
It happens.
It's got just a little bit too much hop for my taste for a Saison. It's grainy, it's not malty, but it's grainy. You get that feel. So it's on point for a Saison. But I think the bitterness is just a hair too high. I'm giving it a 3.75. I will absolutely buy it again. Absolutely buy it again.
Mine is mine's a 3.
Just a straight up 3.
3.
Okay.
I was gonna give it a 3.25, but like it's high alcohol. It's not a Saison, and the things that make it try and be a Saison make it shitty.
There you go. My just
would I buy this beer again?
yes.
Absolutely. I have
Yeah.
another one in my
Yeah.
fridge
Yeah.
that I'm probably gonna drink after the show.
Yeah.
And there will be more in my fridge. It's a
Yeah.
great beer, but it gets a 3.
Yeah. And my review was real simple. Slightly hoppier than expected. Lemon and gin shine, though, if that's what you're interested in.
Yeah.
If that's what you're after in a Saison, this lemon gin, it's fantastic. And I think its average on Untapped is 3.61. I gave it a 3.75. If it was a little less hoppy, I'd have given it a 4. And I think probably a lot of people who have tried it didn't like it because of the gin. It's on the label. If you don't like gin, don't buy it. That's simple.
Well,
right?
Greg, I tell you what. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for pouring with me.
Cheers, buddy, and much appreciated to you too. We'll see you
So
next
long.
episode.